What's up guys, Yu-Gi-Oh! Basic here. We are going to be back with the first video on this channel, and it's going to be a hero, totally awesome hero deck profile from my friend Adam. Adam, go ahead.
Okay guys, so first starting off, you play 3 copies of Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist is your main searcher when she is special summoned. When she is special summoned, you can add 1 change card. And not in the same turn, but when she is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 hero card from your deck to your hand. Next, you play 3 copies of Bubble Man. When this card is the only card in your hand, you can special summon. And the rarest effect of all, if this card is the only card in your hand, or if you have no cards in the field, you can special summon and you can draw 2 cards. Next, we are playing the new cards out of Duelist Saga. 2 copies of Honest Neos. This card is your Lord and Savior. Basically, during either player's turn, you can discard a card from your hand, target 1 hero monster on the field, and that hero monster gains 2,500 attack until the end phase. And the monster effect you barely get into is that when you can banish 1 hero monster from your grave, and this card gains that amount of attack. Next, playing 1 copy of Vision Hero Violon. He's your 1 turn Xyz, and you can pitch 1 hero monster from your deck to your grave. And if it's Shadow Mist, you can add that element hero from your 1 hero monster from your deck to your deck to your hand. And the second effect is you don't really use that effect for this deck. Next, 2 copies of Summoner Monk. This is where you get a Shadow Mist by discarding 1 spell card. You can discard 1 spell card, and you can add you can special summon 1 copy of Shadow Mist preferably, or you can go into a Xyz summon with it. Next, we're running Totally Awesome, so you got to run 3 copies of Tin Goldfish. Tin Goldfish is your special summon target for Shadow Mist or Bubble Man to go into Bahamut and into Toad. Next, we're on Hand Traps. 2 copies of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Any problematic card on the field, Ghost Ogre, it's bye. Next, sadly, one of now, 1 copy Maxi. It's Maxi. If your opponent special summons as many monsters, you can discard it from your hand to grave, and you can draw as many cards as you special summon. Okay, next, we're on to spells. Searchers, 3 copies of E-Call. You can add any element hero except Vision Hero Violin because it's not an element hero. Search out your Vision Hero Violin, and any other level 4 warriors is Rhoda. Playing the 1 of Mass Charge, just add back your Mass Change, your Shadow Mist, Bubble Man, or Honest Neos. Next, your fusion cards. 3 copies of Mass Change. Target any hero monster in your field. Activate it. You bring out Darklaw, Anki, or Absolute. Not Absolute, Acid. We'll get there with those guys. Next, 3 copies of Mass Change. Not Mass Change, Instant Fusion. Activate, pay 1,000, special summon a monster from your extra deck that is level 5 or lower. Preferably Norden, so you can do your massive Xyz plays. 1 copy of Miracle, because we do play Absolute, so you can board wipe and then activate Mass Change, so you can go into Acid and Heavy Storm, their back row. Speaking of backfield destruction, we play 2 copies of Twin Twister, discard 1 card, pop 2 cards in your backfield. Preferably you discard Shadow Mist, so then you can add an element hero. Add 1 hero monster. For the 1 board wipe, you play Regeki. It's a Regeki, you destroy all monsters your opponent controls. That's spells. Next, we're playing the most broken card, in my opinion, out of Radiant Tempest. 3 copies of Lost Wind. I don't know why this card's rare, but it is. Target 1 special summon monsters your opponent controls, and its attack is halved and its effect is negated. And when this card is sent to the graveyard, and then this card is sent to the graveyard. If your opponent special monster from your extra deck, you get to set this card and you get to activate it again on your opponent's turn, and then after that it's banished. Next, playing the 3 copies of Call the Haunted, special in the Shadow Mist when it's in the graveyard, and then you get to add your change card, or go for massive Xyz plays. Solemn Warning gets rid of big monsters when they're summoned. Bottomless banishes big monsters when they're summoned. And last but not least, 1 copy of Mirror Force, because when Dark Claw is on the field and they attack your deck for Mirror Force, all those monsters they just attacked with are now banished. Okay, that's traps. Next we're on to the extra deck. The MVP of the deck, 2 copies of Dark Claw. If any, can only be special summoned with Mass Change by using by using Shadow Mist. And if your opponent adds any card from their deck to their hand, except during the draw phase, this is a once per turn effect, you get to pick 1 card randomly out of their hand. That card is considered banished. Also, if any card is banished, sent to the graveyard, it's considered banished. Next, we play 1 copy Anki to search your change cards, attack directly, and just to get rid of bigger stuff. For Bubbleman target, play 1 copy of Master Your Acid. It's a giant heavy storm for your opponent. Also, when this card is special summoned and when it heavy storms, your opponent's monster loses 3 under attack. The Miracle Fusion target, absolute 0. When this card is destroyed at all, destroy all your opponent's monsters. If you want to sack this card off, so then you can get rid of all the problematic cards, it's useful. And then also you can mass change it to bring out Acid to get rid of their opponent's backfield. Next, for the instant fusion target, 1 copy of Alter Entity Norden. Special summon 1 card from your graveyard, and its effect's negated, but you can go for XE plays. 2 copy Bahamut's, the other copy's in the mail. You make this with Norden, Tin Goldfish, and Bubble. Overlay, you get the special summon. So you get detach 1, you get special 1, level 3, 1 rank, level 3, 1 rank lower, level 2 water monster, and you preferably want to special summon Toadally Awesome. His effect is that when your opponent activates anything, if it's on the hand, field, or grave, you get to destroy itself, and you get to take it. You get to take that if it's on the field. So if it's a spell, you get to take it. If it's a monster, you get to take it and set it. If it's a trap, take it and set it. And when it's destroyed, you can add 1 water monster, preferably Toad, or another copy of Bubbleman, or Norden. Also, Daigusto Emerald. Detach 1. You add back 3 from your deck. Draw 1. Castel. It's obvious. Best Dweller negates your opponent's graveyard effects, and our Dark Rebellion, and then Excalibur to get rid of all the big boards. The detach 2, and you get to attack your opponent with 4,000.
Cool.